Okay, so we all know the story about the young lady that was ran over by the police and then they laughed about it. But he says his remarks were misunderstood. Okay, so let's look at your career history first and then we'll go to your statements. Officer Daniel, badge number 7499, hourly rate $57.44, and projected salary with overtime is over 114,000 US dollars. Let's look at your career, shall we? You have cost the city over $1.7 million. In 2010, you and a bunch of other officers illegally stopped, harassed, and roughly arrested 2 Mexican immigrants. Again, in 2010, you and a bunch of other Seattle Police Department officers beat a mentally ill man to the point where he had permanent brain damage. In 2014, you were accused of sexually harassing a woman in a holding cell. In 2016, you were a subject of 2 OPA investigations while using force on a woman, 1 while she was being handcuffed. Again, in 2016, you were a subject of a 4-day suspension after conducting an illegal off-duty arrest. And in 2017, you choked and punched a homeless man in the ER. So just going by your history, I don't think you have much of a leg to stand on. But let's look at your statement, shall we? You said, Officer Daniel, I intended the comments a mockery of lawyers. I laughed at the ridiculousness of how these incidents are litigated and the ridiculousness of how I watched these incidents play out as 2 parties bargain over a tragedy. I wonder how much you laughed at these when they were being litigated. But let's continue. You said anyone listening on the side of the conversation alone would rightfully believe I was being insensitive of the loss of human life. The comment was not made with malice or a hard heart, he said, but quite the opposite.
I think she went up on the hood, hit the windshield, then when he hit the brakes, flew off the car. But she is dead. No, it's a regular person. Yeah. Yeah, just write a check. Just... $11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
The police station said that you reported yourself to the accountability office after realizing his comments have been recorded because you caught yourself accidentally recording your fucking comments.
6 anyway. She had limited value.
You also claim you did it and you turned yourself in because you realized their publicity could harm the community trust in the Seattle Police Department. Trust in the Seattle Police Department. Didn't I break a story earlier this year how you guys paid this police informant to wrongfully convict a person who served time in prison, yet he didn't even commit the crime in the first place and you guys said it was fine? Not to mention this young lady was killed in January and you guys didn't report it until August. So no, I don't think we trust you or your entire fucking police department. So while you laugh at this young lady's life for being lost, the world's gonna grieve her. The family had to arrange to send her body back to her mother in India. Quote, the family has nothing to say, except I wonder if these men's daughters or granddaughters have value. A life is a life. And we're gonna make sure she gets justice. My name's Eric Stone. Doses.